And when I see this kind of thing, I just have to say something. This little boy apparently suffered prolonged abuse that eventually took his life by most likely adults that he trusted, adults who were supposed to keep him in their care. Let's just pretend for a moment that there are gods, or that there is such a thing as a god. Well, specifically the Christian God. And he's just sitting there day after day, week after week, month after month, just watching. Just watching as this helpless little boy is punched and kicked and who knows what else they did to this child. He just watches. Maybe he has some popcorn. Does nothing at all. Little boy finally dies. Never gets to live, never gets to grow up, have a life, have his dreams come true. And we're going to ask this God to care now that the little boy is dead. Oh God, hey, can you put your arms around him now that he's dead? Let him know he's loved now that he's dead. Let him know that you care now that he's dead. His precious short little life. Did this God do any of those things when it really mattered, when it could have counted? One could say, well, he wanted the little boy up there with him in heaven. Well, technically, he knew ahead of time before he made this little boy that the little boy would have this horrible trauma happen to him. Made him anyway. I don't know. If I were a god and I was going to create somebody knowing ahead of time that they were going to be burned to death, burned alive in a car, say, maybe I wouldn't even create them so that they would never have to go through that ordeal. But this God does. This God knows ahead of time what's going to happen to everybody. Still creates them. And even if we're going to say, oh, he only knows some things, he's not all knowing, he only knows some things. Well, he watched what happened to this child. Just like he watched the hundreds of thousands of people get killed during the 2004 tsunami. Just like he watched the people jump off the World Trade Center buildings because of the smoke and the heat. They jumped and fell to their deaths. No angels caught them on the way down. They just fell to their deaths. Just like he watched the people of the Holocaust, the Jews getting gassed. Just like he watched the Challenger crew blow up. Yeah. Do nothing God, completely useless, just sits on his hands and he watches and lets these things happen. And you're going to pray to him? Oh, show him that you care. Now that it's beyond the point of this child ever getting to have his life. Well, the God can't do anything. Well, maybe the God can have some humans show up and rescue the child. If the God cannot send a fleet of angels because I guess he's not that powerful, then maybe he can somehow let the police know. I don't know, have somebody know in a dream that this child is being abused and let that person know in the dream where the child's location is so that but no, none of that happened. I guess he was too busy helping some sports team win or helping somebody find their keys.